Hello everybody, Humble George here. Hey, look what I found on Sir Spatz's channel, and that very same video where he offered that Camaro of mine. And by the grace of the Almighty God, this thing actually works on my machine. Sometimes the new cars just don't work, but this one does. And oh, I'm excited. This is a beautiful thing. This is really a cool son of a gun. I'm liking it. And it's got nice blue flames. I love the blue flames. Well, it does anyway. Now, Squonky's leaping all over the fucking place. He says, Humble, you gotta let me monkey with this. We gotta put a little something to this to give it the pizzazz that it needs. So, I got some errands to do this morning, but I'm gonna come back this afternoon, and Squonky says he wants a Pagani seat in there because he doesn't like these protectors on either side. As a matter of fact, I'd kind of like to throw like a half a bench seat across this side myself, but we'll have to look and see where we could find one. And basically, I don't want to make this my car or truck. I just want to fuck with it because it's so ass kicking. It's really an awesome looking machine. Now, let me show you something. See how wide the actual wheel is, or the tire? Let's get a little rubber here. Let's try. Okay, that's even a better way. Hit the brakes. This is the skid mark. Well, you know what? Because the tire would come up a little bit. I'm not here picking fun. I think this is fucking awesome. And it's got some incredible skins. Enough monkeying. Let me go show you the skins. And I found out something else that I'm going to share with you right quick because I do have a little bit of time. Look at this puppy. I'm giving it all the way to fucking all the stars. This is a nice fucking mod. Trust me. This is. And if shared, please use links provided and all credits. God bless you. See, there's a guy right there. I know, Mike Rutland. Yeah, I've heard of him. Yeah, absolutely. Oh, fuck yeah. Look at Old Man Jumper. God bless you, old man. And fucking hey, God bless you guys. That's all I can say. Top of the line. Hey, you bet your ass you get the credit for it. And awesome. Well, anyway, onward with the fog. Let's go into the show. Well, fuck it, I can show you right here. Take a look at these skins. What a beautiful job. These guys are the real McCoy. I'm telling you, I know no fiddle farting around here. Let's start at the beginning. Look at that. Now, you tell me you couldn't pimp downtown with that thing. Not necessarily pimp, but you know what I mean. And take a look at this. What a beautiful son of a bitch this is. It is a nice mod. No bullshit to it whatsoever. This is super cool. And we're going to have some fun with this. Ah, look at that. The kind of Corona you're not worried about. I ain't worried about the other one either. Whatever. And onward through the fog we go. But take a look at some of these beautiful liveries. Oh my God. New Zealand Couriers. Look at that shit. And Metropolitan Police. Yeah, no shit. But there's some. Why am I getting all excited? Well, one, because I've got a new vehicle and I'm loving it. And two, because it puts something new on the palette that I can enjoy. And Squonky has not had anything to do for quite some time. So he's looking. I love this particular one. I've seen this offered on other skins before, but that looks really good. Oh, look at that. That is a fucking super sweet thing. So what are we thinking of doing? Well, I'll tell you. Well, come on. I've got a little bit of time I can monkey. Let's bring this into the real show. Well, first of all, we're going to give it a sniff. We already know it runs, but we're going to sniff it anyway. Not like the illustrious idiot with all the stolen fucking property on his property. But here, we give it a sniff test. There ain't nothing wrong with this. Okay? Now let's try the Three Little Pigs and see what happens here. We got an honest to God 491 horse. And we got lots of torque. It's a fucking sweetie. Let's go on and take a look at this puppy. Look at this. Look at the shine on this. This is fucking sweet. I mean, sorry, I shouldn't cuss because there's, there could be little kids or whatever. and watching it, and I don't want to make it belligerent. Look at this. Look at that. I see, this is the kind of artistic stuff that I absolutely go apeshit over. This is fucking beautiful. This is really, really nice. Now, I did have it in here prior to even getting the idea to make this video, and I wanted to share something with you because there's something that needs addressing. All right, first things first, we're going to put the driver in there so he's happy. Now we're going to hit the lights. See the lower lights come on? But watch what happens when we hit the upper lights. Or the brake lights. Not a damn thing. Now, let me say this. This is not any evil to the persons who made this. Sometimes when you compress a car, put it through the airwaves onto a site, and then you come and fetch it, you decompress the car, get it to yourself, shit don't work. It's nobody's fault. It's just the way it happens to be. But it's fixable, and that's what I am determined to share with you right now. Now, from what I saw on Sir Spatz's, I think the doors work. Oh, fucking A. Check that shit out. Oh, man, this is super. What a nice job. Oh, my God, my hat's off to these guys. Fucking A. Or excuse me. I'll get the hang of it. Yeah, and I can see why it's all stripped down. This is a racing van. Boy, they did a nice job. They did a fucking nice job. Now, that's what gets me excited because I start seeing possibilities, and I watch, we got to try the wipers. Yes! Oh ho! Wait, rear doors? No way! Oh man, are you shitting me? This is freaking sweet. I'd like to make a camper out of this fucker. But I don't have couches and all that other shit to put in here. But oh my God, we're going to have some fun. Now, if you'll notice, this texture gray and this texture gray are very similar, and so is this, and the springs, and you're going to be, I think you're going to be very excited when you see the slight massage this rascal's going to get, just because it's so fucking awesome on its own right. It deserves a little tender help. Now, as far as flames, look at these guys. Somebody's been watching my channel, you rascals. Look at these fuckers. Look, they did it. Yay, yay. See, there's people out there watching. I know there is, because I see this shit. I can't be the only guy coming up with it. Well, maybe I am. But isn't that cute? And I'll tell you what, you won't get any pissing and moaning out of me. I get a kick out of it. That, you know, what, I'm just jumping up and down. This is going to be a lot of fun. I've got stuff to do this morning, but boy, when I get home, I am going to have a ball with this. Now, how would we like... Now, let me get out of this particular part. Let me turn the lights off for a second. I'm getting excited, as you can tell. I like this shit. Okay, let's sneak up here. What happens if we touch, with our left mouse button, this 0? Aha! The Ford lights up. Do you know what that tells me? That tells me we can light the Ford up any color we want to. So when we turn the lights on, that Ford comes into fucking light. Now that's just the kind of horse shit we like to pull. And let me go back to turning the lights back. I had this frog in my throat. Maybe a salamander. It's a pussy hair. No, it's definitely not that. It's been there since '06, if that's the case. Okay, but any of these lights here, I apologize for that. Like this one here, we can light that up if we want to, and they're going to come in 2 different colors. And you start to see the possibilities. Like if we were sitting in the seat and I hit F1, that'll put us, in the seat, but kind of in the wrong spot. But anyway, you get the idea. Now, again, if we turn the lights on, which, see how nice all the gauges and things come on? See, now that's one of the extra things that really makes it nice, is when people do that. But do you realize also that if we go back to this little original UI, and let me hit F1 again. Oh, I'm going to hose this fucker. Oh, maybe not. Now, see this screen? What happens if we touch this? See that? All of this is lightable. We can light all that because it has a name. Anything with a name We just have to make another spot for it in the lights INI, and we can have a ball with it. Now, actually, I'm in a funny position, but I think I can still do it. What if we wanted these 40s and all these things to light up? Could we do that? Well, if we get the mouse in here gently, that's the glass. Gauge cluster, I don't know. We're going to get it just right. Oh, that ain't right. I hit escape. I'm in a screwy spot to do this. But you got the idea. If you can find anywhere that it's got a name, I'm not lighting the dude up. Don't worry. All right, let's hit F2 and see what happens. Oh, that was a huge fuck up. Okay, that's not good. All right, don't hit F2. Hit F1 again. Oh, fuck. Whew. All right, let's stop fucking with it before I end up having to start this all from scratch. But you got the idea. Oh, look at this. You can have any virus you want as long as it's a. Look at these fuckers having a ball. I love to see people using their imagination in a fun way. Sponsored by COVID. I knew they were going to pull that shit. God bless them. Everybody knows it's a crock of shit. My God. But anyway, to each their own. People made billions on this bullshit. Okay, let's take another peek-a-rooney. Let's see if we can do it this way. All right, gauge cluster A. Well, let's take a look at this thing. Let's take a look at it. There we go. Look at this badass. These guys are amazing. So see, this is what it looks like. And we can definitely light it up. Definitely. Because we know the name of it right here. You want to see how easy it is? Let me show you real quick. Come on, let's go have just a little bit of fun. We can do this. I got just about that much time. All right, let's go to cars. This little bastard, I'll tell you, this made my whole day right here. And okay, all the better, all the better. This is packed. I'll show you how to unpack it. Okay, come back into here. Now, unpack data. Now, for development purposes only, it's Alt-J, all right? Alt plus J will get you to this screen, I think, if you don't already have it. But unpack it. Here's all our happy things from the car already. Now, all it did was unpack the ACD file. Now, since we're on the unpacking side of life, let's come up to here. And this is our very first screen when we come to see the beautiful. This fucker's sweet. Oh, we're going to have a field day with this son of a bitch. These guys are not going to be pissed seeing it run down the road when it's all massaged and beautiful. And guys, if you'd have ever watched this video and you are the ones who made this, contact me and I will turn your ass on to whatever cars you want. And especially if I do anything to this, you definitely will get a copy of it. So here's the deal. Unpack KN5. What does this do? This unpacks the textures folder so we could actually see what this is right here. See that? Look at the nice exhaust stuff. And also, this is a treasure trove of goodies. Whenever you unpack something like this, look at all these goodies. These are, I mean, if you're a person who likes the monkey, this is Monkey Haven, all right? So what do we do now? Well, I'll show you because I'm a little excited, but bear with me on this. Come on, let's go have some fun. So first things first, there's our data folder for this little car. Now let's go up one. We're not going to need the ACD anymore. See it right here? We just don't need it. We can always make another one. So delete that. Now, see this textures? Here's his flames. And he's got nice flames in there. They're happy flames. They're not ass-kicking flames, but they're happy. But you don't see anything else in the textures folder because it's still packed. But the unpacked part, which is kind of a giveaway, you open it up, and here's your FBX file, and here's the low and the high, but here's the texture. So what we want to do, actually, why don't we just do this? Well, let's do it this way. Highlight this, come down to the very bottom. You know how to make everything highlight by hitting the up arrow and doing this, and then we're going to go. We could just go cut. which we will. We'll go cut on this, and we'll go back to the textures right here, and we'll hit paste. Bango. There's all our happy things, and if you want to see them in a different view, we certainly can. And here they are, just as happy as a mouse. But this is what we needed to have the name of, all right? Why do we need this? I'll show you. Now we can go, actually we don't need this anymore, but I'm going to put it out on the desktop and then get rid of it. Always do that extra step because you don't know if you might have wanted something that you just hosed, so don't do that. Let's go to the data. Let's go to our lights right here. We'll right mouse click and go up to edit with Notepad++. This is a must-have because if you just try to open it, it's unreadable bullshit. Okay. Everything has to be in line, in order, in number order. Break 0, break 1, okay? Now, this obviously has breaks.
But Humble, they didn't work.
Squonky, I know that, but I can show you how to fix it. It's not that tough. Now, it goes all the way to 12, correct?
Correct.
Okay. So suppose we want to do a little something with this. We're going to need a couple of these. And it doesn't matter which ones we take. So why don't we just take... Well, let's see what the bottom one is. Is it 12? Okay, let's take... I think we can probably do that without a problem. So we're going to take 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. All right? Control C. Now we're going to come down to the very bottom. See where he is? Now we're going to backspace it 2 times and hit Control V. All right. So now what we're going to do is put the cursor here and hit 17, 16, 15, 14, and 13. Okay? But we're not going to want the names of these because you can't have duplicate names or you don't have anything at all. And it's real easy to forget where are we? And then all of a sudden, you're going to spend more time monkeying with it than you need to. This really is a fun thing to do, and I don't believe it's illegal, and I don't think it's immoral, and I haven't been told by God it's a sin. But you are monkeying with somebody else's work. So if you're painting bigger tits on the Mona Lisa, that's probably uncool. Now, as far as the colors of things, we can adjust that as we see fit, when we see fit. So let's bring this over here. Let's get rid of this lights. Let's get rid of that setup. Let's get rid of that setup. And let's get rid of these extras. Okay? I love doing this shit. I really do. So,
what do we do now, Humble?
well, we do this. You wanted to light those rascals up? Let's go back to our textures folder. Let's go find the name of this thing right here. So we right click and go to name and just go Control C. Okay, there's our name. Now we come over to number 13 and we place the name in there. Control V. There's our name. But it's going to be way fucking bright and a little on the blue side. So what we do is get rid of this. We're going to go 0, rat turd, 0, 2, rat turd, 09. All right? And that'll give us a really pretty blue. Now watch. Bing! Now we can come out of here and we can minimize this and go back into the game, go into the showroom. Now we can sit F1 into the seat. And now when we turn the lights on...
What happens, Humble?
Well, you're going to see. Are you ready for this?
Didn't work.
Fuck, it didn't work.
It didn't work.
What is that, a bulb twacker?
That means it may be controlled, in that case, by the extension file.
Or the extension folder.
That is a very strong possibility.
Okay. When you do it this way and you don't see anything happen, that's 9 out of 10 what the deal is. So let's do it this way. We know what the name of it is. And Let's go into the extension folder. Again, right click, mouse pad. Okay. Animations, emissives. Yes, okay, emissives. Odometer, main, deforming hood. Okay, this is not a problem. This is not a problem at all. Oh, look, RPM Vantage 0. Vintage. This monkeying with stuff like this is not the best. I don't really understand it as well as I need to do this.
Old jumper. God bless you, man.
So, okay, emissive reverse. 40, 40, 40 is clear. Glass tail light clear. Okay, material, instrument, RPM equals 0.
What happens if we put RPM equals 1 just because we can, and then we hit a saver and go back and take a peek at what happens now?
Well, I'll tell you what, everything's good and bright. I don't know has it made any difference, but hang on a second. Now that we're sitting in the seat, let's just make sure. Control C. I'm going to Alt Tab this if I can. Alt Tab to get to there. Oh shit. Okay, that's not where I wanted to Alt Tab. I wanted to Alt Tab to here. Okay, check this out. There's going to be a different name written down in Glory. Control V. All right, now. See, I do know what I'm doing to a degree. Now this is it's right. See that? Look at the difference. Bingo. It's just a matter the name was different. See that? Now you can make that any color you want. You could make it white. You could make it anything you want it to be. It doesn't have to be that color blue. And I'll show you. Alt Tab again. And of course we've got to find the son of a bitch, which would probably be there. Oh, I overdid it. Okay. But grab onto the sucker. All right, we got to be able to see what we're doing. This is the same way I do flames, if you're at all interested. Now, if that's too bright, which it looks kind of bright, you can always add a dot here, a dot here, and then hit save and watch what happens. Keep your eyes on it. Bing, and you can barely see it at all. Okay, so that's not so good. So what would be good? I'm going to give this a 0, 1. I'm going to give this a 0, 1. And I'm going to give this a 0, 1. Now watch the background. Isn't that pretty? So now we've got a pretty background. I'm fighting with the mouse a little bit, but I'll win. So instead of just seeing the gauges, at nighttime now you'll actually see the whole thing light up nice. See the nice color that he did with these two? And everything is changeable as far as that goes. Now what about the Assetto Corsa? What if we wanted that to light up? Well, if we can click our fingers on it, or our mouse, there we go. Watch this. Control C and Alt Tab should jump us right up there, which it does. All right. Now, the mouse is on an angled piece of glass, and that's why it's running away wild. But Control V is the name of it. Now watch what happens. We do have the lights already on, so it should turn on and go red. It did. We can make it any color we want, if we like it that way. But see, you got the idea now, how you can do these things? And what about this stripe in the middle? Well, you got to go back to where you can look at it and hit the stripe. But that stripe is going to light this up also. Okay, so you have to decide if that's what you really want or not. Now, What about these little bastards we were talking about? Remember back here? These little guys? The pisser is they're black. So there's a pot. No, I don't mean anything nasty by that. I just mean that if it's black, how the fuck you gonna light it up? But we're gonna try. So get the 3 little balls, and I'm not one of them people, so don't worry about me that way. All people are people. Control C. All right. I'm an equal opportunity, love humanity type of guy. All right. So let's come down. I told you we were going to need a few of these. Down to here. Control V. Now, I'm going to give it a 0.3. What the fuck? That ain't a 0, that's an O. Well, that'll slow you down. A 0.3 and a 0.3. And I'm going to do this. I'm going to do the same thing too. 0.1. 0.1, 0.1. All right, now watch. The aceto will change to white, which it did, and wow, they're too fucking bright. Actually, we got to go back one to make sure. Aha, look at it now. Wait. They do light up. See that? So you can see those little guys. Now, I've got to go, but I will return, guys, just a quick little something to show you what you can do with a wonderful vehicle. And this is, and believe me, I am not under any circumstances trying to malign somebody's work or to fiddle fuck with it or to try to make it my own. I'm just trying to let you know. Now look at this. As I told you before, you can have that any color that you want. See that? You could make it red, green, blue, you name it. It's all. The color scheme is red on this side, green in the middle, and blue there. So however you blend these 3 colors together is what you're going to end up with. So that's the color scheme to the whole deal. Now, that scares me, but they were back. So, same deal with, fuck it. No, I don't have any time, but we're going to do it anyway. I'm going to click onto the Ford thing, come up to here, just so a recap for you. Control C, Alt Tab, come on down to, give me a little bit of real estate here. All right, what color would you like? You want it green? Let's just show you that we can have it green if we want it. So let's put a 0 there. Let's give this a 0.2 and hit the save button. There. See, it's green.
But what if you don't like that green?
Well, you fiddle fuck with it till you're blue in the face. What if we put a 1 here for the red and 2 for the green?
Now we got kind of a shit-ass yellow.
Well, I don't like shit-ass yellow. Give it a 4 and a 2. And now we've got almost the color of the truck right here. But if we bring this down to a 1, we'll have orange. Like that. So this is all I could show you right at the time. But look, now the Ford lights up, which is kind of nice. And you see it doesn't take that long. It really doesn't. Oh, the brake lights. Shit. Okay, brake lights. This was the main reason I did this to come back here. Or I have to. The brake lights are on. Let's turn the lights off. Wait. Oh, look. The brake lights do work. They're just on he must have these for something else. Oh, yes, they do work. I apologize. He used the same lenses. Okay? And so he might be using these lenses for something else, which is very, very possible. Let me, just for shits and giggles, wait a minute, also turn the lights on. What are these little buggers down? I don't have time anymore, guys. I've got to get my ass in gear. But we will come back and address this when I get a chance. And we'll get all the lights working nice. Because this is a really, really nice mod. It's beautiful. And there's nothing you shouldn't like about it. It's fucking sweet, really. I like it. And I'm not trying to bogart it. I'm just enjoying it because it's such a nice, artful unit. And it'll run great And if you'd like to see,
we got room. I mean, he's got this all the way there. We can squawkify the piss out of this thing.
if we want to,
But I would like to address this engine bay to make it really sweet and beautiful. And we'll see what we can do. Maybe I can get a hold of these guys and they'll say, all right, Humble, send us the thing and then we'll put it out on our channel and you can get an honorable happy. How's that? Or maybe we won't even say anything about you. We'll just put it out there for the people to enjoy.
whichever. This is not about me. It's about having fun. And I hope you enjoyed this short video. Well, it ain't that short, but it's short enough. And by the way, before I get away from here, which I already did, unfortunately, I even got something out of the video yesterday. A couple of my settings were wrong for the G27 wheel. I was able to go back and fix those. I had the ABS effect way up here, and it doesn't need it. It'll run so much smoother without these extra things that it doesn't need to try to fuck with. So that's going to be a big help to me. Okay, guys, I've got to go. I hope, yes, save that, please. And I will talk to you on the rebound. Well, guys, I'm back from my errands, and I've got some ideas kicking around in my mind about what I would like to do. As I told you, I am so impressed with this particular paint job. I think it is fucking, it's just fucking great. Excuse me. What's this? There's Humble's edition of the Huna Pegasus. And it's got some nice wheels. And it's got a very elaborate engine that is totally decked out to the fucking max. And it actually has pipes coming out of these 4 quad turbos, similar to what's coming out the back of this critter. And Squonky's gone out for a moment, but he'll be back, and he says, Humble, why can't we take and do an engine swap and a wheel swap and a back seat swap? No, we don't want a back seat swap. Do we? Could we take that back seat and put it next to this seat? Or the only thing that's bothered me about this particular seat is I don't like these, what do they put those on horses to keep them from looking this way and that? Blinders. I don't like those. When we take this, if we can take this truck into the 3D editor, can we remove the blinders? If I can remove the blinders, I'm happy with the seat. I love the textures. What do you think, guys? You want to hang with old Humble and see if we can do a swap-a-rooney? It's not going to be quick, but well, either you're going to stick with me or you're not. You're welcome to. If you got an hour of your time, you could invest doing this, because I don't think I can do it quicker than that. It's 1 o'clock right now here. You want to see how you go about doing it? I'll show you myself. Come on. First things first. Let's just close this down. Let's go to skins. Let's go up one, up one, up one, up. I don't know why details are in here. Okay, yes I do. This is an Assetto Drive car. Oops. I didn't think that was going to be a pisser. It shouldn't be. Oh, well, it is anyway. This is the original little car. It's done by Assetto Drive. Now, I don't have their permission to do this to this car, but, well, it was the only one I had that would be the same vehicle. So I fucking did it anyway. Probably shouldn't have. Okay, let's not worry about that now. But we are going to need, number one, let's find out the name of it. AD Porsche 930. Do I have these materials saved? AD Porsche 930. Let's find out if we do. That'll save a lot of monkey business. I know, you would think it would be under AD, wouldn't you? Well, we haven't gotten to that yet. Fucking A. Let's try the other one. It's possible. It's possible. 4922. It's possible. But it should say Huna Pegasus, which it may. Hang on. Let's see. I like to save these things so that I can, instead of harvesting, which takes a little bit of time but isn't killer. Look, there it is right there. 930 Huna Pegasus. Fuck yes. Ho ho! We've got it. We've got it. We've got it. Oh, we've got it. Okay, now the reason for this, which we're going to take the materials right now and copy this just like that. Where are we going to put these? I'll show you. They're not going in here. They're going in this ass-kicking critter right here. Paste. Bing. Now watch all the goodies going in there. Now, this is going to be a dandy thing. Absolutely is. Okay. Just a little rename. Okay. And now we're going to do another one. Materials. Just like that. And we're going to grab this one. And we're going to put it into that one. So that's this. And now we're going to have Ford. Ford truck. So anything we take out of the Ford truck is going to go in there. Okay, you got to make a little space for yourself. Now, let's make sure our textures are populated, which they are, with all the goodies. And would we like to put better flames in than what it has now, although the flames aren't bad? Let's take these out and put them on the desktop and remove these. That way when it sees what we're about to do, it's going to assume everything is happy as a lark. So let's go over to Humble's Toolbox, and we will go to Humble's Toolbox, and Humble's Toolbox, and then we got Hyper Power Parts. Let's look at these flames. They look pretty fucking dandy. So we'll grab these. There. Now we got the happy flames, and when we save this transit van, it will assume that those are the original ones. You want to give this a try? Let's give it a try. A little exciting, isn't it? It tends to be. So come along with me. We'll see what we can do. Let's get rid of the recycler bin. Something's been acting weirder than hell. I don't know what's going on with it. It doesn't want to do it right off the bat. I don't know what the hell's the matter with it. It's always something. Well, let's get this started. Let's see how we do. Yes, I did want to do that. What's that got to do with starting 3D SimEd? Something's gone a buggerage. I don't know exactly what the hell's going on, but all right, we're here at least. Let's go to File And, oh, balls McCarthy. Wait a minute. Import. Cars. Oh, praise Jesus. It's only got one LOD. This saves a lot. That's incredibly good news if this will load, which I hope it does. There it is. There's the sweet little kid right there. Look at that happy little guy. Isn't he a happy little guy? He's happy. Let me go to display and wireframe so we can see what we've got here. Okay. Now, textures wise, what I want to do is I want to come inside the truck, lift myself up because I want to take a look at this seat. Alright, that's just a little bit of wiggly waggly. I want to see if I can remove these. I don't know if I can or not. Object, cockpit. Okay, cockpit HR is understandable. We'll remove that. And this is, oh, how nice. Look at all this. Boy, they do a nice job, these guys. Real nice job. Real nice job. Well, let's take a look at this. I don't know if I can. Object seat. Now we take the seat off. Can I cut these? I don't think I can just cut those off without it looking like a crock of shit. I can't. The only thing I could do is replace the seat with another seat. Well, let's just save it for now. File, save. Ford truck. Okay. Driver's seat. Okay. Boom. Okay, let's get out of there. And let's get out of here. Let's get out of here. Let's get out of here. Let's try this whole thing all over again. Wait a minute. Let's just get rid of this for right now. Okay. And let's go to Porsche materials. What do we got for seats? Do we have any seats in here? Because I want the Pagani seat. If we're going to put Pagani seats in the thing, that's what I want. But you have to know where you've taken... Oh, look. Only rear seats. You have to know where you've taken parts from, or you can't find the textures for them, and then you're dead in the water. Okay, Squawk 911 wheels and parts. Okay. Hang on a second. Bear with me a minute. It'll go reasonably decent once it begins. Now, I know I've got Pagani seats in one of the trucks. Paris to Dakar trucks. I think it's this. Materials new August. Pagani seats. Excellent. Excellent. Okay. Copy. Now, and paste. Now, this is what I need to know. Dakar Trump special. Okay. Okay. Right off the bat, what we're going to do, we are going to import our materials. Go to this. We want single axle right here because this has a texture that we want to use. Edit, copy, and install it. Okay. This really is a lot of fun, but it's got a pisser of a learning curve. It is a little tedious on the learning curve end. It takes months, well, it took me longer than that, to get a reasonable hang of this. Now, I don't want to be seeing that inside the vehicle. And wow, does it need to be much bigger? Um, let's put a 3 there and see what happens. Oh, that's close. Let's give it a 4. All right, now we got to put a negative here. I don't know why it is that way, but it is. And we'll put a 2 on the second 0. And that'll shift us right over perfect to where we want to be. But we still need to come back a little bit. So let's assume it's a 3. No, it's more than that. It's probably a 7. Oh, I'll tell you what, it's maybe a 9. This is hard to watch. I know it is. But, well, you have to put a 9 to get a 9. But there we are, right dead nuts in the center of the wheel. Uh-oh. I just fucked up something. Oh, there. I hit the wrong. No wonder I hit the F9. No wonder nothing happened right. Okay, but what we want more than anything else is the texture. Material, chrome suspension. I'm sorry, we need the material. Now we want a copy of the material so we can use it in other places. Because I kind of wanted to have the door handle, if at all possible, to be that, which it is now. See? We got a nice chrome door handle. Our wiper blades now are chrome. Would you like to have chrome around here? That would kind of be nice. It's going to be real pretty. And where else would we like to see it? I was hoping to make the Ford chrome, but I don't know if I want to really do that. I ain't doing the whole front of the truck. That's not happening. So forget that idea. If we were going to do the little screws, which we're not, well, let's see where if I find one. They would not. They would lose their beautiful little screw-looking way about them. They would not be happy. But what about this black around here? Yeah, let's do that. That would be nice. And what about the chrome that's around this? Let's see what that does. All right, that looks kind of nice. And what else would you like to see chrome? Can we do these little edges on the doors? Nope. Nope, nope, nope. I don't want to screw this up. This is a really nice, really nice mod. And I don't want to hose the piss out of it. And I don't think we're going to use the engine, but if we did use the engine, could we chrome these? Yes. We got nice chrome headers now. And do we want to chrome? I don't know if I want to do that. I don't want to overdo it because I think we're going to take the engine right out. So there's no sense. But we could do these little braided jobs. They'll be real pretty chrome. And maybe these little guys. That would be pretty. What do you think? Well, we'll leave it at that for now. I am tempted to do these also. Okay. Now let's look in. Where are we? Okay. How about these? These should be chrome. That really sets it off nice. And let's see. Okay. All right, let's let this be the only thing we do right now, and we'll see how we like it. What do you say? This is a good start. Now, I wouldn't chrome this other stuff. I think we've done good enough for now. I did kind of want to chrome the Ford, but I don't even know if there's any point to do that. I've learned sometimes less is more. And right now, I think we should be happy. We got the door handles that are chrome, and they're really going to show up now. You're going to like them. Really special. All right, let's stop while we're ahead. Let's just stop while we're ahead. Now we're going to export the textures, and it's not going to have the texture. We're going to have to go fetch it. Texture. Watch. Oh, it does. Well, is that a pisser? I wouldn't have believed it for an instant. Okay, now we make a new KN5. Okay, the very first one. Very first one. Bing. Now, we may not have to do a wheel swap. We can maybe get by with the wheels we've got. We may not monkey with the engine farther than what we've already done. Let's see what we're going to do here. But this we don't need anymore. I don't know if we ever needed it, but we don't need it now. But we want to take the original one and put him out on the desktop. Put this one out on the desktop, and then get rid of the original one because we saved him. And this has to be changed to the name that it was always to begin with. So it recognizes it as part of the vehicle. And hit that, and let's go take a look in the showroom and see if we like what we've done. It's a beautiful mod, and I am not going to bugger this into oblivion. I just want to really enhance it somewhat because I love doing it. All right, now, remember those door handles? Take a look at those. I just like the chrome door handles. And, oh, man, take a look at the headers. Holy shit, they just came to life. And we didn't ruin the texture of the pipes coming out the back. We do have a nice little chrome around the edge. We got beautiful chrome around the headlights and around the little lights in the front. These little buggers are all chromed happy, like you would see if this was a show truck. You would see goodies like that. Now, what do you think, guys? Pretty cool so far, huh? Easy stuff. And, well, take a look in there. It's really all aesthetic taste. Do you like this type of thing or don't you like this type of thing? It's really just up to you. I mean, that's all it's all about. Now, as far as the seat's concerned, this could be friggin' interesting because of the way everything goes, but I think the Bacani seats have holes in them too, where it's going to be interesting to find out. And this is going to be a little tricky, but right here, after we've done our first bit of work on it, it's imperative that we take it out for a test drive to see if it fails, because you don't want to get 5 instances of change in the vehicle and then find out it doesn't run. And you don't know when or which time it wouldn't have ran if you hadn't have fucked with it. It runs. The doors open, just like they did before. We're happy as can be. And this is a really... See how our lights look now? Aren't they beautiful? Don't you love them? And remember we made the Assetto Corsa light up? And those little wee buggers over to the left? I can't begin to tell you how much I like this vehicle, but I really... What the fuck is wiggling? Okay. And there's another nice thing. Sometimes that extreme chrome on the inside of the vehicle is not a blessing. It's tough on your eyes. So if you'll notice, I don't know, oh, I can use the mouse here. This we might not want that ever to be anything other than what it is, because it can be too much when the sunlight hits it. So you have to look around and see what you might or might not want to monkey with. Now this up here, I think that should be all carbon fiber. And I can show you how to do that. I just think it would look good carbon fiber. Personally, I think it would. What do you think, guys? Let me get out of here a minute. Oh, we did change the flames. There they are. What an awesome little truck. I am happier than pig and shit with this. Okay. Onward through the fog. We can do more. Okay. So now we'll address the Pagani seat and the wheels. I mean, it's not going to take much to completely make this the way I want to, or I'm dreaming about. And if you want to see it in the chrome really show up, look at how it shows up now against the black. I mean, you want to... Oh, that's a nice black, too. Well, God, these guys did a nice job. I can't begin to tell you. I am jumping up and down. I haven't had a vehicle that I've looked forward to doing something with like this until now. This is really, really cool. And so many bells and whistles. But we got to do something with the nice wheels, you know? We got to. I mean, there's nothing wrong with these, but let's go take it a step further. What do you say? Come on. Old jumper, God bless you. Okay, let's get into this. So we'll come right back to import. Now it should know where we were. So we can come right in here just as happy as a mouse. Now, there he is. Little guy's good as gold. Go up to File, Save, right here into our materials. Bing. And, right in. Good. Okay. So, now, when it comes to things like this, we go apeshit. Okay, let's object. Side doors. Nope, that didn't do it. HR cockpit. That's what we want. So we isolate that. And we're going to save it just like it is. File, save. Ford truck. HR cockpit. I'm awkward the way I have to type, so just bear with me. And there. We've got it saved. Any changes we make now, like this one, we're going to touch the seat. We've already saved the seat, so we're going to come over here. We're going to go to Materials, Porsche Materials, Pagani high-res seats. Oh, fuck. Single bottom, single top, twin seat bottoms. All right, let's do this. Oh, fuck a duck. I don't know which is which. Well, we're going to find out. Aha. Okay. When you see it look like this, now what we have to do is the yaw has to change. Going to go right to 0, I believe. Right to 0. Whoa. And now we're going to move this a little bit more than that. A lot of this is by the seat of your pants. Don't tell anybody. Okay. Now we're going to move it forward. Oops. There's no possible way I can go any faster than I'm going, so that's just the way it is. Okay. We got to drop it down. At least we've got a pretty good idea where it's supposed to sit. Now, these are the bottoms, remember? So we got to come down a little bit more. Let's try a 2 and see what it gets us. This is going to be worth it. You're going to see. It really is. It's just, this may look like a real pisser, but it's not as much of a pisser as you may think. Actually, you know, I'll be honest. Wow, that ain't terrible. Let's go forward some more. A little bit more than that. Okay. Remember, these are the bottoms. So our wigglers, and we do need to move this over a little bit more, I think. Nope, wrong direction. I want it to be the way it's supposed to look. Okay, hang on now. Don't think I've gone apeshit yet, but I'm pretty close. We gotta get it. If you need to see better, adjust it so you can. Because once we place it, it's going to be the same thing for everything we want to do. So a 9 was, let's try an 8, 9. Okay, let's try an 8, 2. How's that look? Now remember, these are the bottoms. That there's going to be a shell top going on top of it, and we do need to go forward some more. A little more than that even yet. Okay, now I want to drop these down. I'm going to go to 0. I think maybe that's where it's supposed to be anyway. Whoa, shit, I was wrong. Let's try for a 7 here and see what happens. Okay, my ass is still, hang on. I got to get to where I can see. All right. You can tell bottoms have to, oh shit, aren't these the bottoms? Don't worry. Yeah, that's got to go up more than that. Okay, I think that's good. Okay, now, handy dandy, we got to write this down because I got to be able to fly the other shit in there. Okay. Is the size. They're completely stock. Okay, now why is this important? I'll tell you why. Because now we've got, this is the fucking pisser of it all. We've got to fly the other parts of the seat in here. So now we go to import, materials, Porsche, Pagani seats, twin seat bottoms. What's this here? Is that the same thing? Yes, it is. Okay, well, that's not what we want then. We want to import Pagani seats right here. All right, so we go edit, copy, out of here, paste faces. Now, fortunately, these bastards are just behind us. So what we do is we write in the numbers that we want. All right. Oh God, I don't think that's gonna do it. Holy shit! Look at these bastards. Well, we know one thing for sure. Let's get this how high they should be, and it's an 09 right there. Let's see if that looks proper. And as far as for going forward, it's a minus 153. If this works, we're in dandy shape. Yeah, it did not too shabby. Now we just got to get it the proper place here. That's a minus. And an 082. There's our new seats. Something ain't right. I think it's got to go forward a little bit more. That helped. Oh, shit. Oh, wait. Hang on. It's hard to tell when everything's pink. It looks like they've got to come up more. Quite a bit more. More than that. We're close. We're close. Oh, these seats are going to be beautiful. We got to go forward just a little bit. And up just a little bit. A little bit more. What do you think? We're too far forward. Oh, not enough. Aha, there we got her. Come up just a whisker more. I got them. Look at that. There's our Pagani seats. Now, okay? Are we happy thus far? We are happy thus far. Don't worry about the incidentals. We're going to be all right. What about the box underneath? The box underneath. We'll have to get that on the next one. We'll get the box underneath on the next one. Or we can change the width of the box right now. And move it. Let's get the original number first before we do this. BOX, it is minus 0.400384. Okay? So now we're going to move it over. It needs to be bigger. Well, I thought maybe it was going to have to. All right, and this is probably a 0. Actually, no, it wasn't. Okay, hang on. We'll get to it. We'll get to it. How's that look to you? Does that look pretty decent? It needs to go up a little bit. What do you think? Pretty doggone close, don't you think? Okay, so what we're going to do now Then we've got this and we're pretty well happy with it. We are going to stop that. We're going to save this. It goes in materials, Ford truck. Okay. I don't know if I should rename it or not. I don't think I'm going to. I probably should, but I'm not gonna. Okay. So let's get out of here. And we can see what we've got. I'm going to come over here. Materials, Ford truck, Pagani, cockpit. Boom. Boom. And now we got our second set of seats. And everything in there happy as a mouse. But what we don't have is the textures at all. We don't have the textures for any of this. But, fuck, I should have thought of that sooner. Alrighty, hang on. So what we can do when we're in a situation like that, minimize this. Go here, and see if we've got, no, we don't have any possible chance of having it. Okay. So what do we got to find it? We got to find it in, bear with me. Ah, there we go. That's what I needed. I'll show you why. So now we come back to here. We're going to go to export, textures, and they've got to go into their own home right there. And look, these are the things we need to find. So I don't know if I can do that now. How the hell did I do that before? Alt tab to get to, oh fuck. Wait a minute. Oh, balls, McCarthy. That got me to this on the desktop, and that was not a help. Yeah, but I'll tell you what else it got me to. It got me to the D drive, where Steam is, where Steam Apps is, where Common is, where Seto is, where Content is, where Cars is. And that's going to get us to our Supervan and to our Textures folder, which we need to have a new view so it makes sense to us, just like this. How's that look? Now we know what we've got and we know where we can get what we need. All right, we need cockpit OCC3. There it is right there. Copy. See, if you can't find out where these are, it's not going to run. Okay? Let me move this over just a little bit more, if I can. We need cockpit OCC metal 1 right there. We need leather DDS. There he is. And we need matte carbon Pagani DDS. And I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to grab this one underneath it just because it usually needs that too. So, once we've filled our shopping list, we hit OK. Now we make a KN5 for the little guy. 2 Pagani. You can name it Squirrel if you want to, but it doesn't matter, just so you later on can tell what you've done. Now, we get out of here, get out of here. I'm going to leave this open. I'm just going to minimize it. Bring this over, come to here, go to materials. We don't need this anymore. Come to here, get Pagani, that's our third one. Put him right there. Get rid of this one because we've already got him on the desktop. Change the name and go look at our new seats. Hopefully nothing went ape shit. We'll soon find out though, won't we? There's our new Pagani seats. And see, there's our happy little thing all the way across. And look, it doesn't look bad at all. Really? It doesn't. Now let's put the guy in there. And let's put his seatbelt on. It works. So we've got brand new Pagani seats and room for a passenger. And yes, it's a little closer than you would like, but it still works. And if we wanted to extend the floor over so it makes a little more sense, we can do that too if we want to. But right now, we got brand new Pagani seats at the puppy, and it looks doggone nice, don't you think? Quite frankly. Now, actually, the only thing we would have to do if we're going to finish this truck would simply be to make a decision if we're going to change swap the engine out, and change the wheels, and we're good to go. We're fucking flying in high cotton. Now, for me, what I'd do is I would change the driver because I don't care for that particular one, but that's only me. Will everything still work? Well, that's a good question, and you deserve an answer. And thus far, we're happier than a pig in shit. Oh, we're going to have some fun with this. Oh, look at the little guy. Oh, they did such a good job. They did a fucking job, man. Check this shit out. Oh, fucking duck. Look at that. I don't think we're going to monkey with that. I really don't. Oh, I mean, what the fuck's the sense? That thing looks pretty doggone dandy just the way it is. Now, somebody remembered that I said something. Look at that nice roll bar. Holy shit, that fucker's strong. The springs, they're all made of black. Well, so that's what they are. Because if we change, that's a little more of a job than I want to monkey with right now. So we could do it if we wanted to. Right at this minute, it's not on the agenda. What's this name? I'll be right back, guys. Well, you know what? I did want to make this box bigger anyway. Didn't we want to do that? Make that box bigger so it filled up the whole thing. We could change the roll bar and the glass, but you know what? I'm taking too much time fucking around with a roll bar. Let's not monkey with the roll bar. Let's be happy. But we got a nice floorboards. Do we want to extend the floorboards bigger than the seat? As far as width-wise. Would we want to put a nice 2 here, say? Oops, that got them thicker. Okay, that was the wrong direction. Let's try this. Let's give it a 3 and see what happens. There. And I'll give it a 4. Okay? And let's, because their legs might not work so well like that, we're going to move it back just a little bit. And let's put a 0 where the 3 is, and remember, just in case it's the wrong way. Nope, that was perfect. That's exactly where I want that. All right? So we're done with that, the cabin thing. That's happy. That's a happy kid waiting to happen. So we're done with this part. I don't know what I'm going to... Let's not monkey with the roll bar. Let's just be thankful that it's there and not try to cause any extra effort. I would be nice if we could do it the other way, but it's not happening easy, so let's not monkey with it. Let's save this. File and Ford truck, Pagani HR. All right, enhanced block. Enhanced block under seats, okay? But I'm going to leave the name the same. Now, we're going to take a look at it. We're going to come over here and go to Materials, Ford Truck, HR Cockpit, nope, wrong. Pagani Seats, Enhanced under the block, and yes. Now we've got under our floorboards, it looks like it's a little bit more meant to be the way it is. We're going to save this one. I know this is a pain in the ass, but just bear with me. It's going to prove worthwhile in a minute. If you want it, well, what we're going to do anyway, we're going to do this, so we might as well just get after it. God bless these guys. Oh, it makes it so fucking much easier when they do things right. And these guys have done things right. And there's the disc right there. Oh, this is so much easier. Left front. And you always start it this way. So we have to take this wheel off. Now, remember I told you about changing the size of wheels? Well, this is what has to happen. You go in here and touch this inside part. And here's the rim. All right? Here's the rim. And this is the size of it right here. See the size? Under scale. Generally speaking, if we want it wider, we would have to take that 5 and maybe make a 9 out of it. Oh, shit. All right. It didn't need a 9. Let's give it a 6. These are the front wheels, so it was a 5. Let's give it a 6. Okay? So it's a little bit wider than it was. All right? Now we have to go in and we'll touch inside here. Look at, we've got this rim. That's a 5. Oh, that is what we just did, isn't it? No, it isn't. Then this has to be a 6-0. No. Wow, oh, I don't want to do this. You can't be afraid of it. Yeah, well. Every component has to be, well, no sense in fucking around. We're just going to have to jump in with both feet. Let's give it a 7 and see what happens. Okay, that worked. I wish I had written this shit down. All right, that worked. Now the blur. The rim blur looks fine. I wonder if that's what we just changed. All right, I got to write this down because we got 4 more wheels to do. All right. All righty, left front. Is 0.699673. Okay. Now, the nice part about this is, while you still are in this deal, you can go back and touch the other things and find out exactly what the numbers were. And this is a 7-0. And this is rim LF. And this is a 0.7096733. I know this is like watching shit dry out in the side yard, but it has to be done. Okay. Okay. Now, we've got these components done. Now we do the rubber. Right here. And what the hell do you think this is going to be? Let's put a 1 there and just see what happens. Okay, that's nice. Let's put a 2 there and see what happens. We could do better than that. I'm going to put a 3-0. Oh, fuck, too many zeros. Okay, what do you think? Does that look about right to you? That looks good. What about this centerpiece? Write it down, write it down. Yeah, write it down. $1.306750. 1.096750. Pardon me, I hit the microphone. Okay, but what about this thing inside here? This looks a little weird. Nope, nope, we're okay. So once we get to this, I just fucked that up. View, reset view. Okay, let's save this. File, save. Ford parts. Wheels. Okay, folder, 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 folder. Left front. Put him in there. Okay, we've got him in there in the left front. Now we're going to snag the disc. We're not going to change the disc, but we are going to put it in with the left front because that's where he goes. Now, we're going to have to grab the caliper. They always call it suspension. And that's got to go in there also. Because all these coordinates make a difference. Okay? Now, I'm going to go ahead and do the... Well, I'll take you to do the back one. And we'll just walk right through it. Just like that. We go fetch the other parts. Once you shit can this, you can't get them back. So this is the only time that I'm aware of that you can save these things, is right now. Because if you don't do it and you wish you'd done it, you're fucked. That's the only thing I can tell you. It needs to be done when it can be done. And this is the moment. All right? Okay. Now, let's scoot ourselves down to this part of the car. And we're coming down the home stretch. Almost done, guys. Almost done. Well, hang on. Well, that's okay. Wheel. Take it off the car. Okay. Rear tire. It doesn't... okay. I wish I had written this down a little bit better than what I did. Okay. Oh, fuck. Well, that might be all right. Well, let's soon see. Let's get the tire. The tire for the rear is 150. We got the puppy. There she is, Lash LaRue. You can see a tiny gap right there. That's not so good. But that's on the inside of the tire. All right, I'm going to show you how to fix all this. Don't you worry. Let's go save it. Wheels. All right, hang on. And you can always double check down here, because if you screw this up, it ain't gonna work. All this is for nothing. Yes, it's repetitious, but it isn't killer. I mean, it ain't the worst thing you've ever done in your whole life. You're not shoveling dog shit, so you got to be thankful for that. Okay. Now, once we've done that, we swing the car around, we go back to reset view, and we can replace. Here's what we're going to do. Make a decision on, would you like to have chrome wheels, or do you want them to be the color of the natural? I'm going to leave it alone. Normally I would chrome the wheels, but for this set I'm not going to. But what we're going to do here is we're going to highlight this wheel, left front, and we're going to replace it. Ford truck, wheels, left front. We're going to do the wheel. And see, he's a little wider. We might have to change the coordinates of where things are so they don't dig in or do evil. And do we want this much of, wow. Do we want this much roll? Holy shit. I don't think so. I'm going to change that 3 to a 1. Okay. All right. Okay. I've changed that to a 1. And how is it for sticking out of the truck too far? It could stand to go in just a pube. Well, yeah, I think it could go in just a little bit. So if it's a 9995, let's put a 0 there and see how that looks. Let's give it an 8. You like the looks of that? That looks okay, but now we have to move the other two things. Watch. Let's get the back one done. Wheel. Replace. Materials. Ford truck. Wheels. Left rear. Wheel. Place. Now that's a substantially wider unit. So our roll now is, that was a 2. We're going to go to a 1. And we're going to bring this puppy in at least, let's see, probably to 7. Whoa, fuck no. 8. Nope. 9, 5. I don't think they're wide enough yet. All right, but we're going to live with it. We're going to live with it. Now what we do here, watch. This is a Control C. Okay, Control C. Grab the Brembo suspension. This has to be the same. Control V. Do the same thing with the disc. Control V. Boom. Now that makes sense to one another. This, however, does not. But we can always go to here. We can get our coordinates off of it right there. Control C. Go to our Brembos. Watch the number change. And do the same thing with our disc. Now they're going to line up with each other. Now we can go ahead. We're almost done. Now we'll replace this one. Right front, wheel only. Okay? Now, what we've learned is our roll is a 1-4. So this is just going to be a minus 1-4. There's our roll. And our coordinates is 98. Okay? So now that matches the inside of the whole unit. That's the way it should be. Now we take this. Control C. Sorry for cussing, guys. I don't. It doesn't help one iota. Never has. Never will. Do the same thing with. See what I tell you? Everything has to be done the same. Okay. Let's do the last one and we're done. Wheel, change, materials, Ford truck, wheels, right rear, wheel, open, yes, boom. Fuck, I didn't check the roll on the other son of a bitch, did I? Well, fuck it, we'll go by I. I think it was just a 1, wasn't it? Well, it's better than it was. That's another thing that needs to be done, is the roll for all the things. I don't think that's enough. That needs to be flatter. Don't worry about that. We'll take care of that. Okay. All right, hang on. This is the roll for this. Control C. We're going to match the hatch right now. Okay, they're going to match. That's very important. Now we want to bring the, well, here's what we want to find out. Watch, as easy as that. If you've got this one already done, you've got the X coordinate right up here. Control C, because you want everything concentric. Grab onto this wheel, like this. Just don't nip off the minus part. Beautiful. But now grab all this, Control C, and we got to do the calipers and the other part. Suspension. And the disc. Now, okay, let's make sure the roll is all the same. Let's get the roll to the wheel. We'll copy this. Now we'll get the roll to the disc. Watch this change. And the roll to the Brembo. Watch it change. Okay. Now we're going to go around and do every single one of them the same. I mean, we're going to fix it. Because that's the one thing I didn't do. Was there's the wheel. Here's the roll. That's all I got to do. Control C. Whether I do the disc first or the other part first, it doesn't matter. Watch the difference in the numbers. It's this stuff that if you don't do it, it comes back to bite you right in the fucking balls. Nothing lines up. Everything looks fucked up because guess what? It is. You got to kind of pay attention as you're doing this because it is easy to fuck the whole works up. As you saw, with one simple thing of doing a control V, now we're almost done. This is the last one we have to do. I don't think I did this, but we're going to find out. Control C. That's why it helps me to say that over and over again. Yeah, see the difference in the numbers? Now, when we get done, it's going to be the difference of the thing looking like a crock of shit or saying, hey, that looks fucking nice. Okay, Control V. We're done. Now, we've replaced the wheels with their own selves, but they're a little wider than they were. We've corrected the camber so that it's not as extreme because they're too wide to be that extreme. Now we're going to close out all of our working on the little critter. And we should be dandy. Should. I love the word should be dandy. We should be dandy, okay? So we didn't change any textures in it. It should be good to go, but we're going to export a new one of these rascals, KN5, and hopefully we're done. Fuck it. Widened wheels. I know it's really bogusly spelt, but we ain't sweating it for now. Okay. Now, unless something went totally fucking apeshit, which it certainly has every reason to have done because of the wild fuck up, but we'll hope for the best. And look at, we've only got, there's the original. We have 1, 2, 3 KN5s that we've worked on to do what we've done. Now that is amazing in itself because that shows that the people who originally made this were wonderful people. Wonderful. I take my hat off to them. Wonderful people. That makes it so much easier than the people who make a complete nightmare out of their shit. I have seen some incredible bullshit in my day that is absolutely so fucking bogus. It blows your mind how the thing works, even if it does work, that is. All right, let's take a peek at our finished product, the Rooney. Let's get a rejoicing skin that we can jump up and down with. How about FedEx? Well, no, it ain't too rejoicing. How do you go wrong with golf? We'll do this. All right, let's go take a peek and hope it ain't a ball of shit. Should be happy though. There's our widened floorboards. We've got our happy wide wheels now. Oh, they look a lot nicer. Are they digging through? No, we got room. We got more room, in fact. We could go a lot wider. But they don't look bad, do they? We're not looking through them. Nope. Well, yes, we are.
Yes, we are, Humble. You see right through there. Oh, balls. Same for that one. Hoo-hoo. What do we do for that, Humble?
I got an answer for you.
You do?
Yes, I do. Of course I do. And I think we're in good shape. Got an extra Rooney. And it looks doggone happy. We didn't fuck anything up bad. I didn't harm the person's original unit.
We just enhanced a couple of things nice. Let's go fix those wheels. Unless you want to try to put the other ones on. If you like these, actually, they ain't bad, are they? Don't you think that they look real nice?
Okay, let's take a look at a couple other skins just because we can. Oh, look at the paint job the guys did. These guys are fucking top notch, I'll tell you right now. Now, as far as the color of the seats, we can adjust these as we see fit. In fact, if I'm not mistaken, they're two-way adjustable. Well, maybe I am mistaken. But anyway, leather right here. Any color we want, we can have. Watch. Control C becomes one of your best friends. So let's just, for shits and giggles, let's come over here and fuck it. Let's grab this leopard unit. Gotta change the name of it. Control V. We're gonna rotate it to the right. Oh, look at a fucking square. Well, don't worry about it. Rotate the thing to the right. Save it. Get out of there for a minute. This is a JPEG. We need a DDS, so we need to convert it. There he is right there. Open him up. Bangaroony. Okay. Skins of the Trump machine, which we're not using right now, so we're out of that, I think. Skins. Let's go back to that one that I like so well. Corona. Slap this one in the old Corona. And go and take a look at it. Right there. I really like that one. And now we've got leopard skin seats. How do you like that shit? I mean, that's the kind of horse shit you can do if you want to monkey with this. Now, I think that looks cooler than cool. I picked a good skin for that, too. And now, what do you think, guys? This shit's fun, ain't it? And look what they did. They've got nice wheels. Let's see if it runs. This is a litmus test. We're almost done with it. I mean, any other things that I do, it's not big cosmetic changes like what you've seen. If anybody's still with me, I personally think they watch about 3 minutes like it says and then they're gone. Which is fine too, but yeah, there's our extra seat. We're sitting here happy, just as we're supposed to. Our lights work. It's burbling like a champion. I set it to 900 degrees. And away we go. How do you like our new Paganis? None of that horse shit. I can look out the side of the car. Truck. Oh, that's a sweetheart. Sup, dudes? Look at that burbling little champion. Isn't he cool? I'm still tempted to put the real chrome to these outside rims, man. That would be ass kicking.
Fuck that. Let's go do it. Can we?
Of course we can. Watch this shit.
We're coming down the home stretch, guys. Home stretcheroonies.
All right. Ba-boom go. Import. Our happy little unit. Now, just walk her through the steps. All right. Come on under here. Grab onto this thing. Chrome suspension. Copy it. Material. We sure don't want to do the blur. You want to do the base. That should have done all of them. Yeah, it did. It did do all of them. But now, we were having an issue, weren't we? With the, well, hang on. Before, I just thought of something else while I'm in here. I gotta move back a little bit. Oh, I can't move back a little bit. I gotta do it a different way. Where's that shift lever? Where the hell am I? What the fuck? I'm lost. All right, when you're lost, admit it. You're better off. Okay. We should be able to find... Ah, there it is. Right there. Car shifter. Okay, that's dandy. Material. There. Now it's chrome. It had a little bugridge to it. Malcolm Bugridge? I don't know as it was quite that, but now it has there. That's better. Now you can see that it does have something else along here, which is kind of nice to see. And yeah, I know it's a small thing, but I just kind of wanted to do it. Now I don't think there's any sense to doing the pedals or anything else like that, or even these upright struts. Those could become chrome, but what is the sense? I mean, we've done pretty doggone good. What about the end of the little button? Metal iodized. Not worth it. Let's leave well enough alone. We've done a real good job so far. Now we came on here to do the wheels, which we did do. But now we're going to fix the wheels, and then we're going to be done with the truck. As far as any cosmetic stuff that I would do, we've just completed all of it. I don't have anything cosmetically I would want to do to this, except for this. I would like to come inside the cockpit, like this, I would like to come up here and touch this material. Clear gauge glass. Now I want to copy that. I want my view reset, and I want to turn the rim blur into that. And that gets rid of that fucked up rim blur. Okay? And then rim blur alpha, we want to put a fuck to that too. And now we got beautiful wheels without all that bullshit. Alright? Now we're happy. Almost. Almost happy. So now what we do, front wheel, double-sided. Back wheel, double-sided. Right front, double-sided. This will keep you from seeing right straight through the wheel like you did, and it was annoying. We're done. We're done, guys. We've done everything we wanted to do to it. Yeah, we could have gone ape shit. We could have. And I could make these windows the same kind of glass as that, but it may fuck it up when it comes to the rain dropping on it. The rain may not show up on the glass if I do that. I'd like to do it, but I think sometimes it's better to leave well enough alone. And this is such a beautiful little van. It really is. It's a sweetie heart in every way. So we're done. Now all we have to do is export our final CAN5, and we've got a happy unit. And I can say that for sure. Happy unit. It's all it needs is a smile. And we're done. But how could you not? This is such a gorgeous vehicle. I mean, what a really outstanding. Okay, let's see. Go back through a little bit here. The materials, get rid of that. We don't need it. We're done, guys. We're done. Pretty close. Happy unit, and that's it. So really, from beginning, 1, 2, 3. It took 4 transitions to get to where we are. And the other stuff is all file work. That ain't dookie. That's easy to do. It doesn't take any length of time. Like changing the driver, put driver skins in that match the vehicle, stuff like that. It just takes a little bit of time to make it super nice. So when you get one of these vehicles that you've seen that I've worked on, this is the kind of stuff. Oh, look at those fucking wheels. Oh my Dwamney. Look at those fuckers now. Notice you can't see through them anymore? These are things I learned as I go along. Now the only pisser is, unfortunately, every single... Where's the black one? Every single one of these now doesn't have wheels that you can change the color of. That's the pisser to that. Because we... Oh man, look at them though. Fucking chrome up the yin-yang. I mean, this is all personal preference, but holy shit. Now, they're just a little bit wider, not terrible, but where will they be in the game? That is a good question, because they don't stay the same. Unfortunately, these do look better red, but we're going to do the best we can. We're going to have to take it out for a ride, because we're going to have to change those wheels where they sit by the file alone. I'm sure of that. Now, why we didn't move them that far, but we'll see. Let's just hope it don't take a shit. No, it's fine. Okay, let's get the day up here a little bit further so we can see better. All right, beautiful. Let's get outside. Just take a look. Okay, they're out a little farther than you might want them to be, but they did retain their size as far as width. Look at the chrome. Do you like that better? I mean, let me know in the comments, please, if this is just a bunch of erroneous crock of shit, or if you actually think the chrome headers look good. Now they'd be so hot they'd sear the piss out of you if you touched them, but they're still gonna anyway. I think it's pretty doggone cool, personally. But as far as the wheels are concerned, oh look, it saved the little red nuts. That's kind of neat. So whatever color those were, they remain the same, and our Brembos are still attached to the disc, which is dandy. That's a fucking sweetie, isn't it? Okay, so how do we bring the wheels in the game? All right, this is why we unpacked our data folder. I would love to say we can do this in the showroom. Fucking A, I think maybe we could. So let's go to the data folder, and now we have to go to our suspension INI, which here's another good idea. Let's take this, copy it, and put it on the desktop before we make any changes to it at all. Now we'll come on up, and we're going to open them up. Just like this. This, you have to really open it up to get it where it belongs. Okay, the tracking is too much. So the front tracking is a 1.99. Let's make it a 9.5. Just guessing. And let's do the same thing for the, we'll make it a 9.2 in the back. Okay? Now what's always good to do is you look down at the bottom. Did they have to do anything? No, they didn't. They didn't change any of these in the graphical offsets. Graphical offsets are used specifically for when the whole fucking thing goes apeshit. And it does from time to time. And you have to honestly force the son of a bitch to be in the game where it belongs, because it has no fucking interest in it whatsoever. And those wheels could be a mile, well, he could, but a good distance outside where you just don't want them. And that can be a pisser. So let's try this. Let's save that where it is. We can't do it in the showroom because they won't change there. You have to do this in the game. Okay, let's try a different color just for the shits and giggles and see if they're blue. No, I hit the wrong thing.
Funny, I don't see them being blue in here. Alright, let's get out of here. Come on. You're monkeying. And it's cold down here now.
Alright, let's drive. Hang on. Drive. Let's get it up in a day. Alright, let's go. Alrighty. We should be doggone closer. Unless I way overdid it, which I don't think I did. Now, Uncle M from time to time would talk to me and, comments back and forth. And he would give me pointers as to how to go about some of these things, because I would have no idea on my own. He wouldn't teach me because, oh, look. What do you think of the front ones? You think they're all right. They're in a little bit farther than you would really. No, they're okay. The back ones too. They're not terrible. They can come on a wee bit. Well, here's what you can do. You can do this, and you can exit, just like that. And you come down to your folder, and go up to here. A 92 was too much. Was not enough. So just put a 90. I think the front ones could come out a little bit, don't you? We'll give it a 96 or 7, just for shits and giggles. All right. Now we'll go try it. And then we're done, I'm pretty sure. I'll work on the other stuff and get a video up eventually. But this is going to be a long fucking video. Let's just go take a look. What do you think of that? They're out there just a little, but that's good. I think they're damn doggone even, don't you? That looks mighty friggin' nice. What do you think, guys? Have you learned something today? Now the only other thing I'm gonna do is just change the driver so I can use the skins I want to, and the rest is just cosmetic stuff. But quite frankly, we didn't do any harm to it, and it runs. Will the wipers work? Let's see if I remember how to do it. Yep, they do. Dandy. I don't know how to do the doors or anything, I don't think. Oops. Oops. Alright, I'm not fucking with it. Guys, that's it for now. Lights work? Bet your ass they do. Now I can go ahead and make these other lights work too, which I will on my own time. I might want to darken this light color down on the inside just because I think it would look better. Don't you? It's a little bright in there. Let's go take a look and see if we can do that easy without it being a pain in the ass. Let's just see if we can. All right, let's go in. That's common paint. That's the color of it too. Well, that's easy enough to do if it's common paint. But here's the material right here. Let's close that. Let's just change the values of common. That's common paint. I hope it doesn't change the values to the other paint too. All right, ambient on 05. On 05, there we go. There. It simmered that down nice. And so far we haven't hurt the paint job. I don't think we've done any real harm. Anything that's named common paint is going to change though, and you never know exactly. Well, I think all that looks good. Man, that looks nice down there now. What do you think? All right, let's call that a day. Because don't you think that helped a little bit? Yeah. There I am. Old Humble. Fuzzy. I wish I hadn't run those glasses over with my fucking lawnmower. That would have been nice not to have done. But there's well, it's a kind of a corny looking Humble, but it is definitely me. Now, if you want to change what he's wearing, you have to find out what it is. So you come over here and you grab that. It's 2016 suit. So any 2016 suit's going to work fine. And where do you find those? In Humble's toolbox. And way down at the bottom, under Xerox 60 suits, he can be Batman, he can be all kinds of good shit. But we want something that's going to go good with that vehicle. And probably, you know, well, let's do an orange set A. Well, he doesn't have a helmet, so he doesn't need it. So we'll just go to here, copy, and wherever we were, data, okay, skins, yeah, Corona, paste, and let's go, then we're done. This is, I mean, we are done after this. So there we are. Our VRC, I mean. And that's how you do it, guys. I'll see you on the next one. I hope you enjoy it. I'll still keep monkeying with this till I get it just the way we want. I don't know what the hell happened to Squonky. He went out for a pizza. I haven't talked to him since. Boy, I hope he's okay. See you on the next one, guys.